I'm Ted Meyer in Los Angeles, California, and I am with.
I'm Elizabeth Jameson. I'm in the Bay Area, San Francisco, and I'm so nice to be here with you, Ted.
And it's so nice to see you because we've done a lot of work together over the years. So it's always great to see you. So I'm going to let you give a brief rundown on your medical history.
I have progressive multiple sclerosis. I'm currently a quadriplegic. I have a beautiful, big, huge wheelchair that I motor around in with the help of an assistant. And I'm currently writing and doing advocacy on behalf of people with chronic illness.
You're staying quite busy, especially during COVID.
I'm really active and I must say I'm very happy. I'm incredibly happy. I love my life
That's great.
and I that's because I've been so lucky.
Well, let's talk about some of that luck. And this is one of the things that's popped up when you and I have talked before that you always talk about how lucky you are and how happy you are. And I know that the condition you're in would be a lot for a lot of people. I personally, every time I see you, I'm not 100% sure I would have. In fact, I am 100% sure I would not have the same upbeat attitude you have, which is one reason I always love talking to you. But we're going to talk today not so much about medicine. I want to talk a little bit about your transformation from a lawyer. You switched to doing art, which, as an artist, I know that the income stream is not nearly the same. So why don't you talk about being diagnosed and how that led you into art?
Ted, I'm currently not a lawyer. I I stopped becoming a lawyer once my multiple sclerosis kept progressing, and I decided I would no longer felt comfortable being a courtroom lawyer, which is what I was practicing courtroom law, doing public interest law, representing poor children and low income children in jails and prisons, and also chronically ill and disabled children who weren't getting the health care that they needed. And I love my work. I love my work. And so when I could no longer practice, I really was upset and I wasn't such a happy camper. I was grieving and didn't know what in the world it was going to do with my life. And then I discovered, I don't know how, but I discovered art and I discovered art which would allow me to be a public interest artist. So I found a way to confront what I was hiding from, which is my multiple sclerosis. I couldn't practice law because of multiple sclerosis, but I was hiding from it. it I it could not make comfort with this disease I was saddled with. And I decided I need to, and took a while, need to uh, love my disease or like my disease. Maybe not love, but it's a part of me, and he had to be a really good friend of mine, and it's always going to be on my shoulder. So I really feel it's really important to me that in order to have a chronic illness, I have to make peace with my disease and not only make peace, but befriend my disease. It's not my enemy, it's me. So I have to like me. And so I discovered these MRIs that I hid in my office that I refused to look at. But they're scary. They're like Halloween like. They're scary images. well, if I'm not practicing law, damn it, I have to use my talent to make it something that would convey who I was, which was my brain. It's a sacred part of me. It's my friend. It has to be my best friend because it's going to be around me. So I decided through art, I would turn it into something that would be something to be proud of. I don't want it to be complex, ugly, beautiful, lovely, messy, all the parts of me. The other thing that was so exciting, it's something I never thought would happen. It provided all sorts of conversations with scientists and patients and people with cancer, people with strokes, people who had diseases totally different than MS because of the brain and the curiosity that people approach when they look at the brain. So I felt like I was really able to be of service to people like me and people with brain diseases and the community at large, caregivers, family members. I think we should all be proud of our imperfect bodies. And art is one way to draw interest and respect and dialogue with our imperfect bodies because we all have imperfect bodies. And if we don't celebrate them, we're losing a great opportunity to love each other. I love the the various bizarre images the brain creates, the bizarre images that disease creates. And I think it's fascinating and I'm curious about it. And I love it. But art allows me to really, really bathe in curiosity and engage in conversations with scientists about it and patients about it.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me, and I appreciate the time, and it's great in COVID to see your face.
It's great to see you, and I love to keep working. I'm never going to retire. I'm so ambitious right
Good.
now. I want to work more and more with people like you and other patients and other artists. There's so much we could do to really, to me, this we've just given birth to an idea of really introducing art into the disease community.
People should check your website and they should read your piece, especially the most recent New York Times one I thought was great. So lovely to see you, and we will talk again.
Nice to see you.